I'd like to move the agenda item forward on approving this bylaw first. Then I would like to move to reopen the question, and then I would like to make a motion addressing it. So first, we'll move the agenda item forward now, if that's okay.
I had that all in favor of that.
All in favor?
Can I ask, Madam Mayor, on a point where, do we have another speaker to that issue as well, though, as Deputy to C?
Yes, we have Ursula that wants to speak to it. So, Councillor Parrish, just be patient.
They'll get the chance to speak as
Be
well.
patient.
She withdrew.
No, I'm sorry.
She withdrew.
Okay.
She's withdrawn.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ursula.
Okay, secondly...
Okay, now I need a motion to reopen the question
So
if
moved.
anybody wants to make a change.
So moved.
All in favor of reopening the question? Carried. Okay.
And I would like to move that the regulations that we were going to put into place to govern question period at committees be put into place to govern question period at council in the same 6-month trial period.
Yes, members of council. Don Barber. I'm here to ask a question in regards to the matter of conflict of interest the council is dealing with. In a letter included in the additional agenda, I am calling for a public inquiry into all of McCallion's land deals and possible conflicts of interest for the times that she has held public office to be held.
Point of order. I have to deal with
I have a point of order, Don. You're putting the mayor in an awkward position. Yeah. She's declared a conflict of interest on a lot of these matters. If you would step down for a second, then she can excuse herself, yeah. And then we'll listen to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Take the chair.
Okay, Mr. Barber. Do you need keys?
Okay. Public officers investigate not only recent land deals by the McCallion family, past ones to better put the whole issue into focus for Mississaugan taxpayers. Allowing people to come forward with their accounts is a must and will greatly aid to this inquiry. Having communicated...
Mr. Barber?
Yes?
We're using the new rules today. You have a 1 or 2 sentence preamble, which I think you've just completed. Could you ask your question?
I was under the impression you haven't passed the...
Yes, we just did, Mr. Barber. You're now functioning under the new rules.
Yes, but don't you have to prove that?
I don't want to debate it with you, Mr. Barber. I want you to ask your question.
Okay. I was going to present some supporting material.
No, you don't need to. You're not a delegation. This is public question period. You've done your preamble. Now you ask your question.
But I wasn't informed that they changed.
Mr. Barber, I'm going to ask you to excuse yourself from the podium if you don't get to your question.
Okay. It won't make a lot of sense, but I'll ask it anyways. The question which I have is that it says in regards to the ill-fated effort to build a giant mall in Mississauga by the Ghermezian brothers, and I'm asking...
Mr. Barber, we need your question.
This is the
question.
Frame it.
Okay.
This is the question. And since this is being investigated, I am asking that members of council might assist me in supplying the dates and details of how this was considered at the time. The selling of the land and then back again to the original sellers, apparently by Peter McCallion. And I would like to know what information you might be able to assist in me. Now, I did have a letter...
Halt. You've asked your question. If you would hand those written questions to the clerk or to the city manager, we will...
I would like to say what these are.
Well, you've asked your question, Mr. Barber, and I've said that's the end of it. Hand your question over to the city manager. We'll answer it next time.
I have asked the question. These were just supporting documents.
Mr. Barber, I'm not debating with you. I'm
not debating.
Then please step back. Hand your questions to the city manager. We're done. And I thank you.
Well, just so we understand, this is how you treat people. Thank you.
Now, unfinished business, a dangerous place. Amendments to the council procedural bylaw, we have to now defer that, do we?
No, we have written a new motion, which I will give you, that incorporates the direction we received earlier in the meeting.
Now, do we do it now, or do we do it at the end?
You can do it now.
I'll do it now. have no idea what I'm doing. You have to keep me on track. Okay, the new motion. Oh, I moved it. I'm going to make a new rule. I move no motions. Oh, it's my last day I could be acting mayor, so it won't happen again. Thank you. Moved by Councillor Adams, seconded by Councillor Unica, that the provisions regarding public question period as directed by Council at the July 8, 2009 Council meeting be applied to the public question period at Council, and that the amending bylaw to the Council procedure bylaw be revised to reflect this direction, with a further review to take place 6 months from the date of the enactment of the bylaw. Clear to everyone? Well, any comments? Councillor Sato.
Just a clarification, the criteria that was in the original report was that it be held at the end of
Yes,
the committee meetings.
Yes.
So if we adopt what you've said, because I think you're encompassing all of that, I don't think it's our intent to put question period at the end of council.
I agree.
So if we could amend it somehow that doesn't get caught in with...
Would you like to amend it?
Well, if we could just say that question period remain as at same spot on the council agenda, and that the other criteria be applied, something to that effect.
Is that the understanding of most councillors? I actually like the idea of it going to the end, but
well,
I'm in the chair. Okay?
Yes.
The intent is, City Clerk, to put it in position 6 or 7 or wherever it is now, but to change the length of time for preamble and all the other rules that were indicated. With that in mind, clearly, all those in favor? Any opposed? Carries. Okay, any petitions? Council to pass a resolution prior to closing part of a meeting to the public. We've done all that. Did all that? We moved it. Did we do it legally or illegally? Oh, God.
Now that you read that, yeah.
Do we have to read that
It was
again?
made clear we were going in.
Yes, please. She'd prefer I read it again.
Just for
Short reading?
So moved.
All those in favor of a short reading? It's the motion that moved us into in camera quite a while ago. Approval of the motion. Moved by Mahoney and Sato. All those in favor? Carried. We're going to follow every rule as best we can, given my abilities. Moved by Councillor Parrish, seconded by Councillor Unica, that Councillor Sue McFadden be removed, we're removing somebody, from the GTAA Community Environment and Noise Advisory Committee, and, drum roll, that Councillor Eve Adams be appointed to the GTAA Community Environment and Noise Advisory Committee. All those in favor? All those that want to apply? Okay, can't do this one either. You're a good man. Councillor Unica runs City Hall. Moved by,
want to, for the record.
moved by Councillor Mahoney, seconded by the ever-faithful Councillor Unica, that the realty services... now we've really messed this up. Yeah. Do you hate me? Okay. That a bylaw be enacted. Why are we enacting a bylaw if you've already done it? Authorizing the... Oh, Nando, you can't move and second, so I have to get somebody else to do this.
It was a nice try. Retention, severance, carried, no.
I didn't realize how many of these things I move.
Explain that.
Let's investigate, Nando. Oh, don't worry, we are. Okay, moved by Councillor Adams, seconded by Councillor Unica, that Council amend the minutes of May 21st, 2008 Council meeting to delete reference to a declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, what's next? We're into bylaws? Can we move those in one fell swoop?
Yes, but I would like to ask if you could defer B4, which is the council procedure bylaw, to allow us to implement the amendments made today, and we will bring that back to the next council meeting.
Okay, will someone move B1 to B8 with the exception of B4? Councillor Carlson? All those in favor? Any opposed? That's carried. Any other business, as if we need it? Oh, what happens? Somebody moves it. Moved by Councillor Unica. Do I need a second? Seconded by Councillor Prentice. All those in favor? Do I sign it? At the end. Okay, and you have another one?